Hello, I am Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz on November 18, 2015, 2:12 a.m. in Birmingham. Topic: Donald Trump close mosque. He's got a lot of heat there, a lot of it. But yet, tonight on the Megyn Kelly show on Fox, it seems that Trump may have started something. It seems that France may be doing the same thing. And Donald Trump called for it before, and now he's calling for it again. And so tonight, Megyn Kelly had two people on the show to interview after Donald Trump said, look, we know that some of these mosques, and you know by the leader or by the head guy of that mosque, we know what they're doing behind closed doors. They're planning attacks, and that's true. They are. And we know that. Donald Trump knows that. And if you don't know it, then you've been asleep for a long time. But he said he is in favor of closing the mosque that they don't trust or that we don't trust. And in conjunction with that, well, first, let me finish telling you what the two women said. One woman is one who escaped, and I don't recall her name, but she came here and she's under protection in our country, but she's still a marked woman. They want to kill her. In fact, she was one of the ones named when someone said they wanted the heads of four women. Three of them are people that are in our system that are American women, and then one of them is this Muslim woman who came here. Anyway, one lady was talking about the leaders of some of these mosques, and she said, you know that they're planning terrorist attacks behind these doors. And when Megyn asked how many, she said, how many mosques are there? She said, look, that's their goal. Period. That is their goal. And then another lady that she's fully covered. I get this. She's wrapped in an American flag. She's a Muslim, but she's wrapped in an American flag. So she speaks and said, look, this is our church. This is where we go to pray. Well, you know what? If that lady said anything other than that, when she got back to that mosque, she'd be beheaded. Had she said, you know what? You're right. That's what they are doing. They're planning attacks, which they are. But if that lady had agreed in any way that they were, then she would be beheaded when she returned back home. That quick. That's hey, infidel. They kill them all. That's their goal. That's what they plan on. And they're in this country and they said it over and over and over. That's our goal. We want to kill everybody in America, and we want to kill every Jew. But you know what? God is not going to let that happen. But the point is, we have 30 states right now, and it looks like more is coming on that says, no, we don't want any of these refugees from Syria. And when they're arguing and battling, fighting about that, look, when you do a background check, so far the ones that were able to check, which is only a small number, like maybe 15%, of those, over half of them, we wouldn't want them. I mean, over half of them had backgrounds that's not suitable for Americans, if you know what I'm talking about. So if there's no way to screen all 10,000, and the chances are 99 out of 100 that some will come in that will go against our country while he's here. And that's a risk that I don't think we should take. And then what does Obama do? He stands up and says, I can't believe that the Republicans in some of these states won't take a 3-month-old baby. Oh, Obama, shut up. That man is idiot. I mean, really. It ain't nothing about a child. It's everything to do about terrorists. It's about Obama's kinfolk, y'all. He's Muslim. That's why he fights so damn hard for them. Look, what if a Jew, what if 10,000 Jews wanted to come here? Refugees. They were kicked out. Well, in fact, they're being treated like crap all over France today, and they have been. But what if they wanted to come? I would bet you $1 million to a nickel that that Obama would fight. The very people that would only do good for this country, he would fight, because he's Muslim. That's his way. And I'll go ahead and tell you what I was going to do, and it'll save a blog. The 2 attacks that happened this year, early this year, January, one was on the 7th and one was on the 9th. Now, these are the 2 dates that I come up with. One thing I do remember clearly was the newspaper. If you recall that, they wrote a cartoon, and they claimed that the attack was against the newspaper for writing the cartoon about Muslim. And the other attack was a Jewish-owned supermarket or store. And January 7, 12 died at the newspaper. January 9, 12 died in the Jewish supermarket. I have heard a number of times about the newspaper being hit. John Kerry said they deserved it. That's another blog. He said that today. Well, he said it a few hours ago on the 17th, but he said that they deserved it. France, yes. John Kerry said, well, they kind of brought that on themselves. You know why John Kerry said that? His daughter now married one of these guys that's got more money than we got water. John Kerry was that's another blog that I've already done. But one guy that was that was the best man, had already planned attacks on America. And he is known. And John Kerry is standing there in the wedding with him as the best man. John Kerry's got Muslim ties, just like Obama has. So the point that I was making, I started out with closing the mosque. I agree. Take every one of them out who are under suspicion, even a little bit. If they don't move, then just either side of them, build you a pig pen, fill them up. Then they'll leave. The other thing is, why don't you hear about the Jews that died in the attack in the supermarket? You don't. But you hear on a regular basis about the Frenchman who died in the newspaper. There again, even the dead, they don't talk about, because they're Jewish. They don't care about the Jews. And I'm not saying that except it's the truth. I wouldn't tell you otherwise. Anyway, I just had to bring those things up, and I agree with Donald Trump. I believe that some of these guys that we know, we've heard, we've seen, that are standing up making these verbal threats, doing it on TV against America. And he's right down the street running that mosque in Boston. Oh, that's John Kerry's territory too. Jody Wolf Expoz.